The world reacts. Fans beg for Soo Kai and Tan Songyun's love story to go public after the hospital whisper. K-drama Haven family. In the quiet of a sterile hospital room, a fragile whisper changed everything. Soo Kai's first words after surviving the crash were not about pain, not about fear, not about himself. They were about her. They were about Tan Songyun. And when the world learned the truth, when the whispers spread beyond hospital walls, beyond medical reports, beyond guarded statements, the reaction was like a tidal wave. Hold on tight, K-drama Haven family, because this journey is only just beginning. The world of your favorite celebrities is unfolding before your eyes, and every moment is more breathtaking than the last. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now, because trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. The revelations, the emotions, the moments that will change everything. Because sometimes, the smallest words can echo louder than any headline. The whisper that escaped the walls. Hospitals are places of secrecy. Patient details are guarded, privacy fiercely protected. But love has a way of escaping, of finding the light. The first leak was a nurse's quiet remark to a colleague. A simple line, overheard in a cafeteria. His first words were for her. Then came a blurry photo. A silhouette of Tan Songyun leaving the ward, her eyes red, her lips trembling with the kind of smile that only comes after hearing something life-altering. And soon, whispers turned into reports. Reports into trending hashtags. And hashtags into a global storm. The internet explodes. Within hours, social media was ablaze. Soo Kai nearly died, and his first words were for Tan Songyun. This isn't just love. This is destiny. Forget dramas. Forget scripts. This is the greatest love story of our generation. K-drama Haven was right. Reality can outshine fiction. Videos appeared, pairing clips of their past dramas with dramatic music, overlaying the whispered words. Don't cry. I'm still here. Millions of views in mere hours. Fans began writing letters, composing poems, even painting murals outside the hospital. Across Beijing, Shanghai, and Seoul, candlelight vigils transformed into celebrations of survival and love. It was no longer just Soo Kai's story. It was theirs. The king and queen of resilience. Media outlets rushed to crown them with new titles. Not just actor and actress. Not just co-stars. But symbols. The king and queen of resilience. The couple who defied death. The love story written by fate. Entertainment journalists debated endlessly. Was this the moment they would finally stop hiding? Would Soo Kai's whisper become their public declaration? One columnist wrote, "For years, fans have speculated. For years, we've searched for signs. But now it seems Soo Kai himself has given us the answer." His first words were not about survival, but about love. The woman who brought him back from the edge, Tan Songyun. The pressure builds. And with adoration came pressure. Fans flooded their agencies with petitions. Let them be public. Stop hiding what is already so clear. This love story belongs to the world. For Soo Kai and Tan Songyun, it was a double-edged sword. On one hand, they had the unwavering support of millions who now wanted nothing more than to see them happy together. On the other, the pressure was overwhelming. Because what began as private whispers in a hospital bed had become the loudest chorus on the internet. Behind closed doors. Sources close to the couple revealed that Tan Songyun was torn. She had always valued privacy. She had always protected the sanctity of her relationships, never wanting to feed gossip or lose control of her own story. But when Soo Kai whispered those words, "I came back because of you," she knew the truth was no longer just hers to carry. And Soo Kai, still fragile, still recovering, reportedly told her later, in another hushed hospital moment, "The world already knows, because love cannot be hidden." Fans take action. Around the world, fans organized movements. In Seoul, giant LED billboards flashed with messages. "Songyun, you saved him." Soo Kai, the phoenix who rose for love. In Beijing, Fans tied red ribbons around trees near the hospital, each ribbon inscribed with the words, "Don't cry, I'm still here." In Los Angeles, fans even staged a flash mob, dancing to music from Soo Kai's most iconic dramas, holding signs that read, "We ship them because they saved each other." The message was clear. This wasn't just entertainment. This was a movement, a love stronger than death. K-drama Haven family, think about this for a moment. How many times do we see love stories play out on screen? How many confessions, how many embraces, how many lines of dialogue make us swoon? And yet here was something unscripted, something raw, something no director could ever replicate. A man, broken by tragedy, whispering life back into the heart of the woman who refused to give up on him. It wasn't performance. It wasn't fiction. It was survival. And that is why fans around the world begged for them to go public. Not out of curiosity, not out of gossip, but because this story was too powerful to stay hidden in the shadows. The world holds its breath. Now, the question hangs heavy in the air. Will Soo Kai and Tan Songyun take this moment, this whisper that became a roar, and step into the light as a couple? Or will they hold on to privacy, shielding their love from a world that desperately wants to claim it as its own? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, whether they announce it or not, whether they confirm it or not, the world has already decided. In the eyes of millions, Soo Kai and Tan Songyun are no longer just two stars. They are symbols of love, of resilience, of destiny itself. The headlines that shook the industry. The morning after the leak, newspapers in Beijing ran with the headline, "Soo Kai's first words were for her." In Seoul, tabloids screamed, "Love stronger than death." Soo Kai's whisper confirms what fans always believed. Entertainment shows dissected every syllable, looping the reported quotes, pairing them with years of footage of the two stars together, stolen glances, laughter on set, interviews where their eyes lingered longer than words. The implication was clear. This wasn't coincidence. This was confession. Agencies in silence. But as the media roared, one silence grew louder, the silence of their management agencies. Fans waited. Would Soo Kai's team confirm? Would Tan Songyun's representatives issue a statement? Days passed. Statements came, but only about his health. Updates on his recovery, his surgeries, his progress. But on the whispers? On the love story? Not a single word. This silence only fueled speculation. The fan divide. As the story spread, fandom split into factions. Some insisted this was proof of their love and demanded openness. They survived the hardest test life could throw. Why hide anymore? If love saved him, let the world celebrate it. Others defended their right to privacy. They owe us their art, not their hearts. Let them heal, let them breathe. This is not entertainment. This is life. For the first time, the debate wasn't just about whether they were together. It was about what the world had a right to know. A global phenomenon. The story crossed borders. In Japan, fans organized a televised charity concert in Soo Kai's name, performers dedicating songs to a love that conquers all. In the Philippines, fan clubs released documentaries compiling every moment between Soo Kai and Tan Songyun, framing them as the ultimate love team. In Europe, cultural magazines published essays about how celebrity love stories mirror our collective longing for hope. Soo Kai's whisper had transformed from a private sentence into a cultural phenomenon. Tan Songyun's quiet conflict. Meanwhile, inside the hospital, Tan Songyun lived in quiet torment. Every time she stepped outside, cameras followed. Every time she spoke to a nurse, reporters speculated. She wanted to protect Soo Kai, to shield him from the storm. But how could she, when the storm had already broken loose? Sources whispered that she considered leaving the hospital at night, slipping out to avoid headlines. But Soo Kai, even in his fragile state, reportedly told her, "Don't hide. If the world sees you with me, then let them." Those words became her strength. The hospital as a stage. The hospital itself became a stage of public devotion. Fans gathered outside daily, holding banners and candles. Messages written on paper cranes were delivered in boxes, each crane carrying wishes for recovery and for love. One fan's note went viral. "You fought for him. He fought for you. Now fight together in the open." Doctors and nurses described walking into the ICU feeling as if they were stepping into a shrine, one where medicine kept him alive, but love kept him whole. The roar reaches him. At first, Soo-kai was shielded from the noise. His doctors didn't want stress. His team filtered the news. But little by little, whispers of the outside world reached him. Nurses told him about the vigils. Friends read aloud the fan messages. And when he heard that the world had turned his first whispered words into a global cry for love, tears filled his eyes. His response was simple, quiet, certain. Then maybe it's time. K-drama Haven family. A plane crash nearly silenced him. A coma nearly erased him. But one whisper changed everything. And now, that whisper has become a roar. A roar that refuses to be silenced. A roar demanding that love step out of the shadows and into the light. Will Soo-kai and Tan Songyun finally answer the world? Or will they hold their silence, protecting their story for themselves alone? The truth is, history is watching. And love, once spoken, cannot be unheard. This is only the beginning.